Welcome to the Pirate Broadcast, where we interview interesting people doing interesting things, where you can expand your connections, your community. Kindness is cool and smiles are free. And let's get this party started. And it's a great day for the Pirate Broadcast. And we are, it's interesting because I have been going through this strange transition, going through the last couple of months, and I was stuck. I've been stuck, and this weekend was I had some breakthroughs this weekend, and so I'm happy to be jumping on board with David today. David, we're going to be talking a little bit about everything, live streaming, making progress and doing some great stuff. So, how are you doing, my friend?
Russ, I was talking to someone just the other day. I'm actually doing really well. I'm finally in a place in life where I can say I'm doing good. I may not be doing okay all the time, but I've come to accept that. I've learned to accept that. But I'm doing good. I mean, everything's going really well. Really learning the importance of self-care. Everything. I mean, it's in a, I guess, a peaceful place in life to where I'm kind of like, okay, life's good.
Yeah. I really, I can really appreciate that because we have so much to be grateful for. We have so much to be thankful for, and I just really appreciate the things that I have and the family around me and the progress I'm making. And with anything, it's not everything's exactly how I imagined it.
No.
However, it's not exactly, my life is not terrible at all. So no. I'm thankful for the Pirate Broadcast. I'm thankful for the people in the community. And I'm going to be reaching out to a number of people. I got some things coming up on the wings. And I just want to make sure that people understand that you're not alone. We were talking earlier, it's like sometimes we forget to ask for help. And there's a lot of times where we need help. People offer for us for assistance. And I know that in my life, plenty of people have offered, and I'm not always, in a place where I'm willing to take help, or I know how to ask for help either. So, yeah. But I know that you've developed, your podcast is going, and you're doing a few things. So talk a little bit about that, and for people that haven't heard you before on the previous episodes, or if anybody hasn't recognized the red glasses, give us a little snapshot of who David Munford is.
Wow, that is a loaded question, because David Munford doesn't even know who David Munford is, or David Munford's learning who David Munford is. So I don't know who am.
But give us the short version about podcasting then.
But I guess who I am is I'm a real honest, vulnerable person that's just like anybody else out there that's had struggles in their lives, that's been through struggles in their lives, but knows how to handle it, that knows how to reach out for help when you're not doing okay. But the Reader's Digest version, for people that may not have heard my story before, or kind of like, because I haven't been on LinkedIn a whole lot lately. Just an update is, I grew up in a very strong Christian home, very loving home. But in 2005, well, let me even go back a little bit further. 2001, I moved back to Cleveland, Tennessee, where I'm located. Went back to church, but life just wasn't the same for me. So kind of like I started getting that surface closing down a little bit. 2005, I literally shut everything out of my life that was healthy, that was good, that I knew was right. I got highly addicted to pornography, was an alcoholic for 5 years. went through a lot of mental health issues, went through some depression. In 2010, I moved back in with my parents, and from 2000 around late 2010 through 2000 up to about mid 2012, I was literally in depression. I was in some very, very dark places where I was not talking to anybody. I was living with my parents, but I'd come home from work, go straight to my room, and not talk to anybody, or eat dinner with my parents, but go straight to my room, not talk to anybody. 2012 got my dad told me, if you're going to live in my house, you're going to have to go to recovery, celebrate recovery. So I went and got involved in that, and been involved in that for the last 8 years. And in those past 9 years now, 9 years I've been involved, I have got free from pornography. I've been free from all mental health issues. And the way this whole podcasting journey has started and is still going is on April 7th of 2020, when the pandemic hit and everything was just going crazy here. I took a voluntary layoff from my job and got home and found LinkedIn and just started connecting with people, started networking with people, and was on one, shared my episode, and then got connected with Gabriel Lill. And then that's where the fire, the passion, oh my gosh, I do have a story. I want to get it out on LinkedIn. I started with Gabriel Lill, came on your show, been with Russ Hedge, been with Michelle Mars, been on, at one point I was on the 24-hour show with Jason Libowitz and all those guys, sharing my story, and just telling people that no matter where you're at in life, no matter where you've been, you can come back from it, and you've got to ask for help. Don't stay stuck in yourself, and don't stay shut down, because when you stay shut down and when you stay closed off, you're not going to get healthy. You're not going to be able to help others. And when you start sharing your story, you can help others, because people will see people have seen my story. Literally at this point in like the whole year and a half I've been doing this, I have literally talked to people on every continent and had people on my podcast from every continent, and we all have the same story. Everybody has the same story, and it's so interesting to hear that we're all in this together. Like, we may not have met each other personally, but we're all in this together. And it's all about connections. It's all about just reaching out and talking to people. And that's what it takes.
It's amazing when you think about it, David, because ultimately, if you listen to people and you pay attention, you will know that there is a connection. We are connected. We do have a common thread. Even if the media and the mindset of some people today are, it's like, we'll never get along. It's like, there's something that we can find common ground on. And I think it's really important for us to understand what the connections are rather than what the differences are.
Oh gosh, yes.
Amplify the we, and make sure that it's okay. Because like right now, we got Elise all the way from South Africa. Thank you so much for being here, Elise. Happy Monday, everyone. Louise, good morning, Russ and David from groovy Los Angeles. Hope you're well. Is it hot there? Is it hot? Let me ask you if it's hot. Marcia, blessed Monday morning, Pirate Nation. Yes, absolutely. Blessed to be here. Luis, absolutely, gentlemen. I woke up breathing. The rest is gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
Absolutely. The rest is gravy. I got up.
I woke up.
It's awesome, David. Yeah. Michael Baker's here. Good morning, Pirates. And Luis says, yes, it is hot in LA. So I heard the Northwest is really catching some heat. They're not used to the heat up in the Northwest. My friends up in Seattle, I hope you find some comfort and cool weather soon. So, David, I really, one of the things that I have been doing, and by the way, fun fact for those listening in or listening in the future, this is episode 450. So you're 450, David.
Nice.
I don't know what your original episode was. However, I don't know.
I don't even know.
It's not really important, but today is 450. And the only reason I know that is because I was going through stuff and I want to start producing a lot more impact in the world. And as a podcaster, you and I talked early. You asked me some questions about podcasting. I know Gabe has been really influential in your podcasting journey, and going back and forth and just learning and discovering. Jenny Gold is another one. Hey, Russ Johns. I was just on her podcast on Friday. So it's really, this world is opening up and people are sharing stories and producing results. Wendy's in the room. Good morning, Russ and David. Amplify the we.
Yes.
Pirate Nation. Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Russ. Yes, 450. And the reason I bring it up is because there's two pieces of our story. There's the one we can tell and the one that we can share. Mm-hmm. And the consistency in our life is change. And as we continue to grow and share and help others, life seems to be getting better all the time. And so the podcast that you're doing now, share a little bit about what you're doing with that podcast and what your story and what your focus is on that area.
Season 1 was kind of just connecting with people all over the place and just kind of allowing them to share their story and providing a safe place for them to come on and be vulnerable, be real, and let them see that they have a story, because most people don't realize they have a story, and then when they start talking, they're like, oh my gosh, I never thought about this, or I never have shared this with anybody. And I've had a couple people, I haven't released them yet, and soon I will release the episodes, but I've had a couple people share their stories that they're like, I've never shared this with anybody. I've never felt comfortable enough to share this in public or even on, like, they have their own podcast, and they shared some things in their lives that they went through, and it made me feel really good that I'm making an impact in this world. Mm-hmm. And I'm allowing others to be vulnerable, and I'm allowing others to just talk, because that's what people, through the pandemic, that's what people needed, or that's what I felt like we needed, is a safe place to share our struggles, share things in life that's going on, because you don't have that. We don't really have a safe place to talk. We can't be. If we try to be vulnerable, people shut us down for being vulnerable or being real. They're like, so I wanted to give people that opportunity, like I was given, to share their stories. Now, season 2, whenever I start that, I don't know quite sure. I haven't got a date set. Season 2, I have a co-host that's going to be coming on with me from time to time. She was on one of my last couple episodes. We made a great connection, just a great friendship. I reached out to her about being a co-host. She was like, yes, I would love to be co-host. And she is a licensed therapist in the state of Florida. So I'm going to have her on, and we're going to kind of be talking about that. And she'll bring her knowledge in when we talk to people. But season 2, I'm going to be focusing on a little bit more the mental health issues of what people are going through, kind of more deeper level stuff, because people need to realize we're real, that you can come back, that you are a human being. We're not human doings. We got to be who we are, and just how important it is to be who you are, not to be put a mask up, But just be who you are. If no one likes it, oh well. And that's what I've learned for myself is I am who I am.
Yeah. I don't need to apologize for who I am. And
No.
it's definitely not necessarily, uh, it's not necessarily something I want anyone else to do. It's like, just connect, be real, be authentic. And that gets tossed around a lot. So it's getting kind of, cliche. However, the thing that I love about podcasting and live streaming and the media is we don't have to put up our guard. We don't have to be processed. We don't have to process anything. We can actually just be who we are, and it's okay to be who we are. And it's okay to share our stories, because I've always promoted this idea that we all have a gift, we all have a message, we all have a story, and we have an experience that somebody else is waiting to hear because they don't want to feel alone.
Yeah.
People don't want to feel alone. They want to feel like, I can relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
I know that I've had that experience. I felt that way. I know how that feels. I can't understand exactly how you feel. I can understand your circumstance, and I can appreciate how you're feeling about your circumstance. Because especially when it comes to mental health, there's been many dark days that, we all have something in our lives where that moment where you're thinking, why, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Why me? And it's not a pity party as much as it is a reflection in life and what's the meaning of life and how do we fit in, where we fit in, so it's one of those moments that we have to really think about and consider. So Michael Baker says, great job. Keep it going and be the inspiration. Absolutely.
Yes.
Kenyatta Turner.
Wow.
Is in the house. Good morning, Pirate Broadcast crew. Absolutely. And let's chat about LinkedIn. Kenyatta's going to be on, I think, Friday. Are you on Friday, Kenyatta? Junaid is in the house. Junaid, a pirate, Mr. Pirate. He's got some programs coming out. Stay tuned for Junaid. Promote something and get you on the show again, Junaid. So thank you for being here. Awesome. So David, we got this idea of storytelling. We got this idea of podcasts, broadcasts, live streams, whatever it happens to be. You recently got on LinkedIn Live. So talk a little bit about your journey on getting in LinkedIn Live. Is it something that you pursued, you wanted to get on? I noticed they're opening up the gates a little bit. So talk about a little bit about that for anybody that wants to share that experience with you.
Oh my gosh, that was an experience and a half, because that has literally been a year and a half struggle to the point of where I almost gave up.
How many times did you apply?
I can't even count. I don't even know how many times I applied. But about 2 weeks ago, on a Tuesday night, I think I was either laying in bed or I just woke up that morning, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna throw it out there one more time. Just one more shot. Let's give it one more shot. And I got the email that said, oh, we've accepted your application. We'll reach out to you if you're accepted. I was like, okay, whatever. Seen this emails thousands of times before. Whip-de-doo. I probably won't hear anything. But on Wednesday night, I was sitting in my recliner, and I got an email, and I thought, oh, it's from work, because it said congratulations, and that's what our work email says when we get money put on us on a card if we sold stuff. So I'm like, congratulations, and I read a little bit further, and it said, congratulations, you've been approved for LinkedIn Live. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My wife was like, what's wrong? I said, I finally got LinkedIn Live. She's like, don't do that ever again. You're just scared to crap out of me. But it's like I've been talking to people about it, but I can almost relate it to, it's that one thing in life where you just like, I'm just going to try one more time.
One more time.
One
more time.
But you don't give up.
Yeah.
And
well, that goes back to consistency.
It does. Now, how am I going to use it? I'm still learning how to go live, or what platform to use to go live. But I've had a lot of people that have been on my podcast that said, well, will this be live? Because they got people that want to watch it live. I'm like, I don't have LinkedIn Live. I'm trying to do LinkedIn Live. And I've tried some other platforms to do live, but I'll be using it for my podcast, because I think I love being live, because you can be more like doing Zoom. You can be vulnerable doing Zoom, but being live, it just takes it that one step further of being real, where if something happens in the background, or I've had people say when we do Zoom calls or do podcasts, they're like, well, my kids may be here, or the dog may bark. I'm like, okay, that's life. I mean,
that's life.
I mean, and I don't care. I don't care. I want people to realize we're all humans. Life's going to happen. If the feed cuts out in the middle of it, or if it's choppy, okay, that's fine. I want people to realize it's okay to be vulnerable. I want people to realize it's okay to just be who you are. Like you said, drop the mask and just be like, I'm having a horrible, rotten day. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Maybe one conversation can change that. Maybe coming on live and being real can change that outlook for the rest of the day for you, because it has for me.
Nina Perez says, good morning. Nina says also, I've been waiting for months and months.
Hey, Nina, keep waiting. Try one more time.
Yeah, just keep trying it out. Kenyatta says, Russ Johns, I'll be crashing the Pirate broadcast on Thursday, July 1st. Can't wait to chop it up with you. Love you, Kenyatta. Thank you so much. Junaid, hey, my friend. Russ Hedge is in the house. Good morning.
Oh, love Russ.
A lot of positive influence here today.
Yeah.
It's great to be out there. Okay, Nina says, I will try. Yeah, try just systematically put it on your calendar for about every other month.
Yeah.
Just put it out there.
That's what I did. That's what I went from the first couple times. I went to what they said, like every 6 months or something, when I didn't get it.
I think they said every quarter.
Yeah. And then I went from, I applied, I didn't hear anything. I would try maybe two weeks later, and then I threw up some content, replied on some posts, and then I tried again. And then went up maybe like a week, and I threw it out there again. So people say there's algorithm to it. I don't think there is. I think it's just being consistent and just saying, hey, I'm on here. I'm just doing it.
Russ, you got the power. Can't you just get it?
Yeah, come on.
Nina, I love you. I would do anything for you that I could. I'll put that vibe out there, and I'll share it. Come on, LinkedIn. Let's get Nina. Let's start a campaign. Get Nina live.
Get Nina live. Yeah.
Yeah. So when are you going to come on, Nina? By the way, we'll have to get Nina on Tuesday. I have a show on Tuesday as well on the Winject Studios community. Tuesday at 11 Pacific Standard Time. I go live. It's a show that I'm doing over there, and also I also have Amazon Live. David, I don't know if you knew that.
What?
Yeah, Amazon Live. I got accepted into their influencer program. So
wow, nice.
So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I was on a couple of weeks ago. I was with Jim Fuse, and he's on there with Chris, and we were talking about it, and I had applied earlier, and I'd been on the affiliate program for a long time, and so just going back and forth and getting on that. So I've gone live a couple of times. I actually have considered adding the pirate broadcast to Amazon Live as a destination. So I'll play around with that because there's some guidelines there that may be pushing the boundaries a little bit, but I've never been shy of pushing the boundaries.
Yeah, you got to have fun pushing them. You got some of the conversations I've had on my. If I think back to some of the episodes that are coming out on the podcast, we go deep into some conversations. I even share some things on personally from my own that I've never shared. And when I shared that, I was like, okay, this just got really real and vulnerable for me personally, because I've never shared. I've never wanted to talk about it.
Yeah.
But you just get to the point in life.
Was that healing for you?
Healing's not even the word for it. It's kind of like you're carrying it around for so long that when you finally just get it out and be open about it, the weight that's taken off of you is just.
Well, guilt and shame is a very heavy blanket.
And it is. And last Tuesday night, at Celebrate Recovery, I reconnected with somebody I had not seen in, I don't know, 15 years. It was a long time. And I didn't realize I was carrying resentment and anger for a situation that happened, not with them, but with a whole nother situation. And when I saw them and I talked to them and I left that night and I was driving home, I got maybe 5 minutes from my house, and I literally felt everything from a past situation literally disappear. And I was like, oh my gosh, I did not know I was still holding that resentment.
It was released.
Anger. It was released from seeing an individual.
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with a previous experience, had nothing to do with it, but they were, I guess, they were connected to the place I worked. But seeing them and telling them it's going to be okay, you're in a safe place, finally allowed me to just say, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good.
I'm okay.
Moving on.
Yeah, exactly. I can move on.
Kenyatta Turner says, congrats on getting LinkedIn Live, David Munford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you have to do something with it. Nina says, what? Amazing has live. I think you meant Amazon. Yes. Spell check. Amazon has live, and it's not a huge community. However, the people that were originally there, they've probably been on it for a couple of years, and there's people making, they do it full time.
Wow.
It's like QVC network. They're talking about products all day. And I'm not necessarily somebody that's liking to talk about products. Yeah, there you go, Nina. Yes, Amazon. I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah.
But I'll have to share the link. I should have it up here. I should know it really quick. However, I'm a little slow. It's morning time. I've only had one cup of. And Wendy, I'm drinking chai tea this morning, so she'll appreciate that. Well, David, so when you get to commit to the next second season? Commit to us.
Let me think. July's crazy. I'm going to say September. I'm gonna say
not till September. You're gonna make us wait till September?
I probably it may be August. I've said August all along. July is just totally nuts for me.
Yeah.
Is nuts. But it probably I'm gonna say August. I've said August all along, so I'm probably in August.
1st of August, last of August.
I'll probably say 1st of August.
Okay.
First
First week or 1st of August?
I'll say within the first week of August. I'll go. I'll be.
Pick a date and just shoot for it. Go for it, man.
Yeah, within the first week.
All
and
right.
and I know you can understand this. Things with season 2 are going to be a little bit different when I do my podcast, because I tried so much and life is so crazy that I'm doing one day a week, and that's all I because life is just nuts, and I still want to do it, but I don't want to get burnt out from it. So I'm going to do one day a week.
Yeah.
Mondays are going to be the best day.
Yeah.
Monday evenings are going to be the best time for me to do it, just with my schedule.
Works out.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to it, and thanks for coming back on the pirate community, and Pirate Nation is looking forward to more activity from the pirates. And reach out, connect, everyone. I just want to let you know that we're here. We're broadcasting 5 days a week on a number of channels. So like, comment, share. If anybody wants to know about this, let's grow this community. Let's expand it. And I got the Pirate Syndicate. I'm helping others broadcast. If you don't want to hassle with the technology, you don't want to hassle with all the effort and booking, scheduling, all that kind of stuff, talk to me about that, because I want to make sure that you have the tools necessary to share your story, your gifts, all of the things you're doing. I've been building strategy for a lot of companies, a lot of people. So love to have a conversation with you. And I'm going to be reaching out to the pirates as well on a more frequent basis. And also I got some secret projects that I'm going to be starting up that I'm going to be sharing as well. So a couple of little things that I'm going to be sharing on a smaller group. So look forward to some connections there. I love you. And thank you so much, because kindness is cool. Smiles are free. And I want you to enjoy the day. Thank you, David. Appreciate you.
No, thank you.
Have an awesome week. We'll be in touch.
Okay.
Thank you for joining the Pirate Broadcast. If you found this content valuable, please like, comment, and share it across your social media channels. I would love the opportunity to help others grow in their business. The Pirate Syndicate is a platform where you show up, we produce the show. It's that easy. If you want to be seen, be heard, and be talked about, join the